Chapter 5 Mountain Building Island Formation Hotspots Index. Topic number 1 Mountain. Topic number 1.1 Types of Mountain. Topic number 1.1.1 Fold Mountain. Topic number 1.1.2 Block Mountains. Topic number 1.1.3 Volcanic Mountains. Topic number 1.1.4 Residual Mountains. Topic number 2 Island. Topic number 2.1 Continental Island. Topic number 2.2 is Oceanic Island. Topic number 3 Hotspot. And we just start our chapter. Topic number 1 Mountains. Since the dawn of the geological time, no less than nine orogenic or mountain buildings monument have taken place, folding and fluctuating the earth crust. Some of them occur in pre-Cambrian times, about 600 to 3,500 million year ago. The three more recent orogenic are the Caledonian Hurricanes and Alpines. The Caledonians, about 322 million years ago, raised the mountain of Scandinavia and Scotland and is represented in the North America. These ancient mountains have been worn down and no longer exhibit striking forms that they must once have had. In the later period during the hurricanes, earth movement about 240 million years ago were formed such range as an Ural Mountain, the Penier and the Vlash Highland in the Britain, the Harz Mountain in Germany, and the Appalachians in America. These mountains have also been reduced in size by various sculpturing forces. The last of the major orogenic movement of the Earth, the Alpine, occurred about 30 million years ago. Young fold mountain ranges were formed on a gigantic scales, being the most recently formed. These ranges, such as Alps, Himalayas, Andes, and Rockies, are the loftiest and the most imposing. Their peak are sometimes several miles high. Topic number 1.1 Types of mountain. Based on their mode of formation, four main types of mountain can be distinguished. First, fold mountain. These mountains are the most widespread and also the most important. They are caused by large-scale earth movement when stress are set up in the earth crust. Such stresses may be due to increased load of the overlying rocks, flow movement in the mantle, magmatic intrusions into crust, or expansion or contraction of the some part of the earth. When such stresses are initiated, the rocks are subjected to compressive force that produce wrinkling or folding along the lines of weakness, as illustrated in figure 1.1 and 2. Folding effectively shortened the earth crust, creating from the original level surface a series of the waves. The upfolding waves are anticline, and the trough or the downfold are called clines. Due to the complexity of the compressible force, the folds may develop much more complicated form when the crest of a fold is pushed too far. An overfold is formed. Figure 3. If if it pushed still further, it become a recurrent fold. In extreme cases, fractures may occur in crust so that the upper part of the recurrent fold slides forward over the lower part along the thrust plane, forming an over thrust fold. The over ridges portion of the thrust fold is termed as nape. Since the rock strata has been elevated to great heights, sometimes measurable in miles, fold mountains may be called mountain of elevation. The fold mountains are also closely associated with volcanic activity. They contain many active volcanoes, especially in the Pacific fold mountain system. They are contain rich minerals resources such as tin, copper, gold, and the petroleum characteristics. Fold mountain are the youngest mountain on the surface of the earth. Youngest fold mountains represent the highest mountain on the earth. They also have the highest mountain summits. Mount Everest is the most typical example. 8,848 meter fold mountain have been formed due to the folding of sedimentary rock formed due to the deposition and the consolidation of the sediment in water bodies, mainly in the oceanic environment. The sedimentary rock of the fold mountain were deposited in shallow seas. The greater thickness of the sediment is possible due to the continuous sediment and subsidence. The length of the fold mountain is much more than their width. The east-west extent of the mountain must have been formed in long, narrow, and shallow seas. Fold mountains are generally arc-shaped, having a concave slope on the side and convex on the other. Fold mountains are found along the margin of the continent facing oceans such as the Andes and the Rockies. If they were considered former Tethys Sea, then the Himalaya are the located along the margin of the continent. Fold mountains are mostly located in two directions. In the north-south direction lie in the Rockies and the Andes, while in the east-west direction lies in the Himalayas and Alps. Human activity surrounding fold mountains, winter sports such as skiing in resort, climbing and hiking in the summer month, agriculture take place mainly on the south-facing slopes and include cereals, sugar beets, vines and fruit. Forestry configures forest for the fuel and buildings. Communication, road and railway follow valleys. Hydroelectric power (HEP), steep slopes and glacial meet water are ideal for the generating HEP hydroelectric amount for 60% of the Switzerland electricity production. Topic number 1.1.2 Block mountain. When the earth crust bent, folding occurs when it cracks. Faulting takes place. Faulting may be caused by tension or compression forces which lengthened or shortened the earth crust, causing a section of it to subside to the rise above the surrounding level. The Earth mountain generate tensional forces that tend to be pull the crust apart. Figure 4 and the faults are developed if the block enclosed by the fault remains as it or rise and the land on either side subsides. The upstanding block become the host or block mountain. The faulted edge are very steep with scarp slope and the summit is about almost level. Example, the Hans Rux mountain, the Vosges and the Black Forest of the Rhineland. Tensions may cause the central portion to be let down between two adjacent fault blocks, forming a graben or rift valley, which will have been steep walls. East African Rift Valley system is 3,000 miles long, stretching from the East Africa through the Red Sea of the Syria. Comprehensive force set by the earth movement may produce a thrust or reverse fault and shorten the crust. A block may be raised or lowered in relation to surround areas. Figure 5 illustrate a rift valley formed in the way. In general, large scales block mountain and rift valley are due to retention rather than compression. Topic number 1.1.3 Volcanic mountain. These are the built up from the material ejection from the furnace in the earth crust. The material include molten lava, volcanic bombs, cinders, ashes, dust, and a liquid mud. They fall around the vent in the successive layers, building up a characteristic volcanic cone. Top figure number 6 Volcanic mountain are the often called mountain of accumulation. They are common in the Kirkam Pacific belt and the included such volcanic peak as Mount Fuji, Japan, Mount Mayo, Philippines, Mount Merapi, Sumatra, Mount Agon, Bali, Mount Cotopaxi, Ecuador. Topic number 1.4 Residual mountains. These are mountain evolved by the denudation, where the general level of the land has been lowered by the agent of the denudation. Some very resident areas may remain, and these forms residual mountain. Example: Mount Mononok in USA. Residual mountain may also evolve from the Platiniacs, which have been deselected by the river hill and the valley. Like in these type of mountain, the ridges and the peak are also very similar in height. Topic number two is land. An island is a piece of land surrounded by all sides of by water. It may occur individually or in the group is open oceans or seas. Smaller ones of only local significance are found even in lakes and rivers. Generally speaking, all islands may be grouped based on their mode of formation under the following two broad types. Topic number 2.1: Continental islands. Their islands were formed part of the mainland are the and now are detached from the continent. They may be separated by the shallow lagoons or deep channels. Their separation could be due to the substance of the some part of the land or to arise a sea level so that the lowland link are submerged by the sea. Their forming connections with the neighboring mainland can be traced from the similar physical structure, flora and fauna that exist on the both sides of the channel. In the course of the time, modification by the man and other natural forces may give rise to the different surface features. Continental island can be further classified as under individual island. These lie just outside the continent. They much vary or associated with the characteristic feature of the mainland of which they are once part. Some of the outstanding examples are the Foundland separated from the mainland by the Strait of the Belle Isle and Madagascar by the Mozambique Channel. Uh, um, Archipelagos or island groups. These comprises group of island varying size and shapes. Example: British Isles, the Balearic Island of the Mediterranean, and also those of the Aegean Seas. Festoons or island arcs. The island formed from an archipelago in the slow shape of the loop around the edge of the or the mainland, marking the continuation of the mountain ranges which can be traced on the continent. Most of these land arc are formed as one oceanic tectonic plate subduct another one, and in most cases produced magma at a depth below the overriding plate. Example: Andaman and Nicobar Island, the East Indies, and the Aleutian Islands. Ryukyul's land, Kurili Island, and the other island arc of the Pacific coast. Topic number 2.2: Oceanic islands. These islands are normally small and are located in the midst of the ocean. They have no connect with the mainland, which may be hundred or thousand or miles away. They have a flora and fauna unrelated to those of the continent due to the remoteness from the major trading centers of the world. Most of the oceanic islands are very separately populated. Some of them provide useful stop for the aeroplanes and ocean steamers that ply between continent across vast stretches of the water. Oceanic island can be further classified as under first volcanic island. Many of the islands in the ocean are in fact the topmost part of the cones of the volcanoes that rise from the ocean bed. Most of them are extinct, but there are also some active ones. The west non-volcanic peaks of the Pacific is Mauna Loa in Hawaii. Other volcanic islands have emerged from the submarine ridges of the ocean. The volcanic islands are scattered in most of the Earth's ocean. In the Pacific Ocean, they occurred in several groups such as Hawaii and the Galapagos Island, Ecuador, and the South Sea Islands. in the Atlantic are the most Azores, Portugal, Escasians, Saint Helena, Madeira, Portugals, and Canary Island, Spain. In the Indian Ocean, there are Mauritius and Reunion, French Island. In Indian Ocean, in the Atlantic Ocean are the South Sandwich Island and Wovitz Islands. Second, coral islands. Unlike the volcanic island, the coral island are the much lower and emerged just above the water surface. These islands, built up by the coral animal of various species, are found both near the shore of the mainland and the midst of the ocean. Coral island included Marshall Island, Gilbert, Kiribati, and Tuvalu, formerly Achilles Island of the Pacific, Bermuda, British Overseas Territory in the Atlantic. Uh, Lakshadweep and Maldives, Lakshadweeps and Maldives of the Indian Oceans. Artificial island. An artificial island is a mainland island is created by expanding existing inlet, building on the existing reef on making them from a stretch of the coastline. Man had been building such island for hundreds of years. The flew bow plotter in the Netherlands in the largest artificial island in the world. In news, the Hindu June 2012 Israel political are floating an idea of extend their seaside country artificial island Palm Island. The Palm Island are the two artificial islands in Dubai, United Arab Emirates in the shape of palm trees. The island are the Palm Jumeirah and the Palm Jabil Ali. Climate change has hit Island hard with some in danger of disappearing completely as sea level rise. The world's first underwater cabinet meeting organized by the Maldivian president on 17 October 2009 was the symbolic cry for the help overseeing level the threatening the tropical archipelago's existence. Importance of the island. Earth's 175,000 islands are home to more than 600 million inhabitants. Island and their oceans represent one-sixth of the Earth's total area. Islands support many of the most unique and isolated natural system including more than half the world marine biodiversity, seven of the world's 10 coral reef hotspots, 10 of the 34 richest area of the biodiversity in the world, 64% of the recorded extensive are on the islands. Over two-thirds of the world country included island. Uh, Island ecosystem provide food, fresh water, wood, fiber, medicines, fuel, tool, and other important raw material. In addition to aesthetic, spiritual, educational, and recreational values. In fact, the livelihood and economic stability of the island depend on the biodiversity. Hotspot are a hotspot is a very hot region deep within the earth. It is usually responsible for volcanic activity. They may be unusually hot and provide a great deal of the motion. Molten magma hotspot do not always create volcanoes that spew river of lava. Sometimes the magma heat up groundwaters under the earth's surface, which cause water and streams to erupt like volcano. These eruptions are called geysers. There are 40 to 50 hotspots around the world, including near the Galapagos Island, Ecuador, and the island hotspot can create an entire chain of the island like the US state of Hawaii. Hawaii on the Pacific plate on anomalously selected of the Earth in the Pacific Ocean that is constantly moving but very very slowly. Although the planet is always moving, the hot spot underneath it stay still. The hot spot spewed magma that eventually became a chain of islands that rose over the surface of the water. These islands were created one right after the other as the plate moved, almost like an island factory. Scientists use hotspot to track movement of the Earth's plate, and our chapter is now completed. I hope you understand this chapter very well, and thanks for listening me.